We have breaking news about WWE 2K23. There is officially going to be an event that's going to take place in late January, and we got more details regarding game modes that you gotta hear about. Let's get into it right now. Finally happening, everybody. I'm excited. 2K23, the news is a-poppin'. Did we get any leaks for 2K23 on SmackDown? No, dummy. But we have official news coming out from Mike Straw, and Mike Straw has posted this through insidergaming.com. Please go check it out. Support Mike over there as well. He does great work across the board. Mike writes that WWE 2K23 reveal coming day of Royal Rumble. Bam! There we go, everybody. Yeah, if you guys are excited, give me a yeah in the comments. I'm all tickled. It's fun. It's the weekend. Video games are fun. Mike writes that with the release just months away, 2K23 reveal is set to happen within weeks. People familiar with the game tell Insider Gaming that 2K is slated to hold an event in San Antonio, Texas, the day of the Royal Rumble. The event on January 28th will have hands-on gameplay available as well as details on this year's 2K showcase with select matches. Lastly, a new game mode will be announced. So what's going to be really cool is that on January 28th, day of the Royal Rumble, we will see gameplay. It's going to come out. It's going to be at the event. Typically when 2K does these types of things, they are going to have multiple stations set up for the game to be made available for players to come in, 2K Next Makers group, people like that, and then they'd be able to come in and play the game hands-on, maybe with some WWE superstars, which would make sense. That's a lot of hype, a lot of good marketing, a lot of good stuff right there. They're going to talk about the 2K Showcase Stars, so we know that as of the Royal Rumble, we will get confirmation of the Showcase Star in the game. Right now, the very highly rumored superstar is Edge. I've talked previously and took some wild guesses. It'd be Edge and Randy Orton. It seems like, again, not confirmed by 2K yet, but it seems like it's going to lean towards Edge. People have asked in the comments below, and I know you're out there going, hey, you can't do it because you don't have the Hardys and the Dudleys. You don't have Christian. How are you going to do all of that? I think, just from where I'm sitting, if it is Edge for the Showcase Star, I think that they are going to have him go through his singles run with him, with Lita, having even just highlighted moments of like Edge cashing in Money in the Bank for the first time, and it's him with Lita, and he cashes in and beats Cena inside Hell in a Cell. You don't have to recreate the match, you can just recreate those moments. But Edge has a massive career as a single star. There is a lot that they could mine from, and I think they start off with Edge more at a singles run. Again, this is just my take, and then they go all the way to his big return at the Rumble, his match against Randy Orton that was going to be inside the Performance Center during COVID, and even possibly up until recently with Judgment Day, and then when he was gone from Judgment Day. And a big thing in here that Mike writes, again, insidergaming.com, please go and check it out. New game mode will be announced. What the heck are we talking about here? This is ridiculous. So a new game mode, not a match type. He's saying game mode. I take those as two very different things. A brand new game mode is set to be announced. I don't even know what they could be doing. Frankly, I feel like they're kind of like maxed out with game modes, with My Faction, GM, Universe mode, My Rise. Could they rework something like My Faction and completely change it and consider it a new mode? Could they change the career mode and adapt it that way? A new game mode, it could mean that they are replacing something that is already in existence. Maybe. Wild guess, wild speculation. What if they merge My GM and Universe mode together? Oh, that could be so fun. I have no idea, but I'm excited. The article continues to say that on February 1st, which coincidentally falls on a Wednesday, more will be announced. As far as what it will entail, that wasn't provided in full. However, it can be confirmed that it will include more information not shown during WWE 2K23 reveal in San Antonio. 2K23 is slated to launch by the end of March. Though console availability isn't confirmed as of writing, it's expected to be available on PC as well as both last gen and current gen consoles. We've seen and heard the rumors of War Games coming to 2K23. That is a possibility. My speculation on something like War Games is that it would be made available on PC and current gen consoles, PS5, Series X. That's just my guess if they're going to include that. Mike continues in the article to write what is known about 2K23 so far. There's small tidbits of information, stuff that has trickled out, and some stuff that is just flat out rumors and speculation. But as Mike reported on previously, the developers and management are really happy with how the game has come along, so much so that 2K expects a bigger response to this game than what 2K22 had, which was received mostly positively from fans. In addition, gameplay will see some changes, including a change to the game's pinning system. We've talked about that on the show as well. And there will also be updates to both My Faction and My GM. Each mode will receive more in-depth quality of life improvements to increase replayability both at launch and via post-launch updates. So I'm glad to hear that things like My GM are going to receive more updates as we go. Frankly, I think that's just more talking in tune with how patches are going to be coming down the pipe like we saw all this year, but the patches really kind of took a back seat once we got about halfway through the season. Frankly, once the DLC had finally dropped altogether around August, September, then I felt like all of the updates just switched over to my faction, which I hope is not the case this year. So that means, everybody, well, we're going to most likely get a trailer at the Royal Rumble itself. That day, there is going to be the event at the Rumble where there's going to be hands-on gameplay that we'll finally be able to see and what the game will look like, and some of the information regarding the showcase and even some of the matches they're going to show off during showcase mode at the event. Link to the article is in the description below, and if you guys enjoy the channel, please hit that subscribe button and the like button for more WWE 2K23 news and updates. See ya.